Hello, I'm Dr. Jason Lane. I'm the Executive Director of the SUNY Sale Institute, as well as the Dean of the School of Education at the University at Albany, and a Director of the Systems Center, which studies systems of higher education. Welcome to this overview of the State University of New York system. SUNY is a 64 campus system that is the largest comprehensive system of higher education in the United States. Unlike some other systems, such as California, where different types of institutions are segmented by type, SUNY is comprised of community colleges and four-year institutions. It was founded in 1948 by Governor Thomas Dewey on the recommendation of the Temporary Commission on the Need for the State University. Indeed, it was one of the last states in the nation to develop a state system of higher education. Originally, SUNY represented a consolidation of what were 29 existing and unaffiliated institutions, including the state's 11 teachers' colleges, with the common goal to serve New York State. The early characteristics of SUNY were that it was a federation of loosely connected campuses. They were primarily focused on undergraduate programs and primarily designed to provide expanded access to New York State residents, many of whom were not able to get into the elite private institutions in the state. The system was primarily state funded, which led to very low or no tuition rates in the early days. It also engaged in very limited research and almost no private fundraising at the time. Today, however, SUNY is comprised of 64 campuses spread across the entire state. It offers all degree levels, associates through doctorates. It engages a wide range of research and innovation, and is a major economic developer and driver of New York State. SUNY enrollments as of fall 2019 were 415,572 students spread across those 64 campuses. You can see here the breakdown across each of those levels, with approximately just under half of the students in community colleges, leaving about 55% in our four-year institutions. In terms of student diversity, the makeup of the student body within SUNY is just over 50% white, 55%. The growing Hispanic population, which now accounts for about 14% of all students within the SUNY student body. The gender ratio is 55% female, 45% male, roughly representing the breakdown in the national statistics, where about 57% of college students are female. SUNY is governed by a single board of trustees, which has 18 members. 16 of those members are appointed by the New York State Governor. One is the president of the Student Assembly, who is also a voting member of the board. Two others are the presidents of the University Faculty Senate and the Faculty Council of Community Colleges. Both of those members, while active on the board, are non-voting members. There are essentially two types of governance structures within the State University of New York. One for the state-operated campuses, which are primarily the four-year institutions, the doctoral granting institutions, and the regional institutions. Those institutions are led by a president who is appointed by a chancellor. There is a college council that provides advice to the college campus and to the president, but there is a direct reporting line to the chancellor, and the SUNY Board of Trustees provides overall governance for each of those campuses within the state-operated system. The secondary system is designed for community colleges. The community colleges continue to exist as largely local institutions that are part of the local county which sponsors them. In this case, the SUNY Board of Trustees has preeminence over all issues related to academic concerns within those campuses, but there is a local governing board that is partly appointed by the local county as well as by the governor. That local board of trustees has oversight over administrative and financial issues. And where employees of the state-operated campuses are considered employees in New York State, the employees of the community colleges are considered employees of the county. Now, the system administration provides a range of key functions and initiatives that are system-wide. The key functions and initiatives provide a comprehensive set of supports for all the SUNY campuses. One of the key areas, and I'll talk about this more in a minute, is the review and approval of all academic programs offered at SUNY campuses. The SUNY system coordinates accreditation and assessment with a primary relationship with the Middle States Accreditation and participating on review teams as the Middle States reviews each of the SUNY campuses. Per state statute, SUNY has authority to approve all study abroad programs undertaken by the SUNY campuses. It also provides a range of supports for other global engagements, such as the COIL initiative, or Collaborative Online and International Learning. There is a centralized institutional research office that works directly with each campus research office, and the SUNY Institutional Research Office directly reports all institutional data to IPEDS, or the Federal Repository for Data. In addition, SUNY IR provides a range of data analysis on key issues. All budgeting through the SUNY system does happen centrally in collaboration with the campuses. There is a SUNY-wide Human Resources Office, as well as Government Relations, which has primary responsibility for both state and federal government relations. There are a number of other initiatives under the SUNY umbrella, such as SUNY's Library Consortium, which is a consortium of all libraries within SUNY that works toward the purchase of library materials, and SUNY Online, where there is a collaborative effort to engage in more online learning across the entire SUNY system. Program review is probably one of the primary areas where our campuses engage with the SUNY system administration. Here you can see a flow chart by which academic programs are reviewed and approved in New York State. I won't review this in its entirety, but I think it's important to point out that even once SUNY system approves all academic programs, there's still an additional review process by New York State. All programs have to go to the State Education Department for review and approval, and in certain cases, when one might be adding a new degree level or a new degree type, additional approval has to go all the way to the Board of Regents, or even in some cases to the Governor of New York State. To find out more information about systems and how systems of higher education work, I encourage you to look at other readings such as Higher Ed Systems 3.0, a volume from SUNY Press, edited by myself and D. Bruce Johnstone. You might also look at the National Association of System Heads, or NASH, which is the professional organizations for those working within systems of higher education. They have a number of resources and online activities for those who are interested in engaging in more conversations about systems of higher education, including for systems that are involved in the Taking Student Success to Scale Network, or TS3, to learn more about how to scale collaboration around student success. Thank you for being part of this overview of the SUNY system of higher education.